For nearly a year, I'd worked at McDonald's. It wasn't a grand career, but it reliably covered my car loan and rent. After 11 p.m., a deep quiet usually settled. Most nights, it was just me at the fry station, awaiting rare late customers. But that Tuesday night, a memory still vivid, was different. Alone, I watched the rain outside, punctuated by lightning flashes. 2 hours had passed without a single customer. Company rules, however, kept the store open, not allowing me to lock up. Only the fryer's hum and the soft patter of rain on the roof pierced the restaurant's deep quiet. As I walked behind the counter, the front door bell suddenly rang. It startled me. No car had stopped. I turned to see an old woman standing at the door. She wore a thick coat despite the warmth inside. Her face was disfigured by clown-like makeup, white foundation, vivid red lipstick, and light blue eyeshadow. Her red eyes, unsettlingly long, instilled fear. In both hands, she clutched a large, glitter-scarred wine bottle. "Are the restaurants open?" she asked, then smiled, revealing coffee-stained yellow teeth that defied looking away. It was one of those big, artificial smiles, the kind that silently warns something is deeply amiss. She came to the counter, loudly asking for just a little bit, please. Then she paid with random, loose coins. Holding her Stanley Cup, she walked to the farthest corner booth. Customers can be weird, part of the job. I put fries in the oil, then watched her at the corner table, slowly, carefully sipping from her cup. Soon, I noticed something odd. Every sip brought a red liquid dripping onto her chin. At first, I thought ketchup. Then she quickly licked the red line with her tongue, smiling as if it tasted sweet. A chill ran up my neck. Feigning a stockroom check, my heart pounded, filling the sudden quiet. I quietly called 911, struggling to describe her strange behavior and the unsettling blood on her face. 15 minutes later, 2 officers arrived in the parking lot. The rain still poured steadily. I opened the door for them, then subtly pointed toward the booth where the woman still sat, laughing. A young officer cautiously approached her, leaning slightly, asking softly, "Ma'am, can we have a look at your cup?" She immediately tightened her grip, fiercely declaring, "It's mine, I need that, I'm still drinking." A senior officer stepped in, reassuring her they just wanted to ensure everything was fine. After a full minute, they convinced her. Her hands numb, she handed over the cup, tears welling. As the lid came off, the young officer staggered back. Inside, severed fingers floated in red liquid. The woman first turned the cup over, then looked at me, an angry grin spreading. She knew I'd called. She touched her fingers, whispering, "I cleaned the cup for him, and I had to fix it." Officers quickly took her into custody. She didn't protest, merely whispered apologies to herself. Later, a policeman returned for footage, revealing her name, Elena Kessler. Her murdered husband was her victim. She killed him for cheating. The cup, a specially carved anniversary gift, had held more water than imagined. I couldn't finish my shift. My manager came early to relieve me. I took 2 days off, haunted by that night. On holiday, I set out to find the trending Stanley Cup. They were sold out everywhere, leading me to a distant mall. The mall was nearly empty, half the shops closed since COVID. Small, overlooked stores sometimes held unexpected finds. Entering, I walked through the west side hallway. The carpet still smelled of glue and old popcorn. A few children played near the food court, but otherwise the entire place felt eerily silent. After checking 2 departmental stores without success, I turned back towards the exit. Then I spotted a small shop I'd never seen, hidden between a luggage store and an empty arcade. Its blurry sign read gifts and collectibles. Dirty glass revealed old toys, mugs, and cheap keyrings. Expecting little, I pushed open the door, hearing a distinct knock as it closed behind me. Behind the counter sat a man, around 55, with smooth white hair and a polo shirt a bit too large. His smile was unnerving, overly hard, as if he strained to appear friendly and good. Before I could speak, he asked softly, "What is Stanley looking for, isn't it?" I froze, unable to blink for a few seconds, utterly surprised by his uncanny accuracy. He leaned forward, confirming the cups were in the basement, commenting on people's obsession. His excitement felt wrong, but wanting the cup, I ignored the internal warning signs. I accepted. He grabbed a bunch of keys, gestured for me to follow, and led us behind the counter. A small door led to a dark tunnel, previously unseen, which opened into a final metal door. He opened the metal door. It was dark, the stairs concrete. The temperature dropped noticeably as we descended. Flickering lights and a faint metallic smell filled the air, deepening my growing unease. To break the heavy quiet, I asked his name, feeling increasingly uncomfortable in the growing darkness. He paused, then spoke in a low voice. "You girls definitely like these bright things. Be willing to spend a lot to maintain your identity." "What?" I asked, stunned. He laughed, calling it a joke, but my doubts only deepened. Looking back, I realized no one would know if something happened down here. The isolation was absolute. A shiver ran down my neck. "My mother is waiting in the car. Maybe I should take them too," he just messaged me. He stopped walking, turning halfway. His face changed, suddenly devoid of its forced pleasantness. In a solemn, changed voice, he declared, "There is no cup here. You have to leave from here." I quickly scrambled up the stairs, not caring who saw my frantic escape back into the store. Bursting through the door, almost falling, I reached my car, slammed the door, and began to cry. All the ignored alarm bells now rang. His knowing my desire, the shop's hidden location, his changed voice. That night, an online search yielded nothing. The shop had no listings, ratings, or social media. It simply wasn't there. The next morning, with my boyfriend, I returned. The shop was closed, locked, windows papered. A handwritten note on the glass simply stated, "Closed forever." A security guard revealed the shop hadn't paid rent for months, confirming its illicit nature. A knot tightened in my throat. Who was that man? What were his intentions in that dark basement?